Thank you. Yes, there are two things I like to talk about: leadership and myself. So, my parents took me out of evil empire when I was a teenager, and I came to the United States. Those of you who are grabbing phones to call ICE, please relax. I am a legal immigrant. So, after a couple of years in the United States, I heard President Reagan talk about evil empire. I knew it was evil empire. I did not know at that time how to fight evil. I only knew that it was evil and I had to fight it. The only way as a teenager I knew how to fight is to join the best, the largest nuclear navy in the world. And I joined the United States Navy, and 26 years later I said, wait, is this over? And it was over. In 2014, my best buddy died. I went to Israel. I leaned my forehead against a wailing wall, and I saw a note. I opened up my eyes. I was talking to God, and I'm not a very religious man. And I saw a note there says, pray for Ukraine. I knew who Russians are. I knew how evil they were. I remembered the words of President Reagan. I said, I'll go to Ukraine just for one day. Take one wounded soldier out of there. I showed up there, and I'm there for 12 years already. And people ask me, why are you doing it? You were born in Russia, you're a Jew. What is that in Ukraine? I couldn't answer it. Could never answer it except it was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to do to help people that are being killed and murdered by the people I know that can do it very, very precisely. And then I had hope. I thought I was the only one that was doing it. Nobody could understand me. Then I had hope when President Trump became a president and started to fight evil too. Then he left, and I was discouraged, but I stayed in Ukraine. Then he came back, and I said, God gave us a third choice. If we're going to screw this one up, God is not going to give us another choice. 3 strikes and out. And I wanted to go to his inauguration. That's all I wanted to do. And a good, old chief rabbi of Ukraine says, you're going to go with me to his inauguration. And I went to his inauguration. It was a great thing that ever happened in my life. Then he took me to the Pierce School, where the people were giving speeches, like peace, love, peace, and everybody was sitting there, But the crowd was kind of like yours, all kinds of people from all over the world. And then this black man gets up and he delivers a speech. And everybody wakes up and the whole room is going. And I said, that's leadership. That is leadership. When the whole crowd is crying, laughing at the same time, and he's leading them anywhere he wants to. That's leadership. And I wanted to shake this man's hand. And I wanted to give him my challenge coin. But the crowd was so big, they were crowding him all over the place. And I shook his hand. The rabbi, good old rabbi, took me by hand, says, let's go. And I shook his hand and said, thank you for your service. And somebody pushed me away, and that's it. That was all over. Then one night, the rabbi calls me and says, come to Anatevka. I'm like, oy vey, I got to go to Anatevka. It's cold, it's curfew. We're going to pray, we're going to do tefillin, we're going to do all this, eat kosher food. So I showed up. The rabbi said I should show up. In a cold room, it's sirens, it's bombings. And in the morning I wake up, it's cold, and I see these 2 little ladies in the hallway, American ladies. And they go, good morning, yeah. What they're doing here in the middle of this war and doing this. And always they hear, Captain! And I turn around, and here he is, standing there with their arms. He says, Captain, it's good to see you. He remembered me. He hugs me, and I'm like, what is this black dude from some Carolinas doing in Ukraine? What does he has to do with Ukraine? It's beyond me. I have no idea. Then we go to places of atrocities. He goes, and this is before cameras. This is before Ukrainians start giving him medals, and there were cameras. It's just us, right? Right, April? She was a witness there. Veronica, right? It was you girls were there, ladies. You were there, and freezing, because I kept thinking they have no insulation on them, and it's cold. And I see this leadership there. He's talking to old babushkas, to the kids, to everyone. There is no show. It's sincere. It's deep. And this is where I get my answer, because I ask him, what the hell are you doing here? What do you have to do with Ukraine? That is because that is because we're fighting evil. Because my people were victims of evil. His people were victims of evil. Our people were victims of evil. And we, people of leadership, cannot sit there and watch others die and freeze to death. We have to be all together. We have to rally together. We have to rally around our leaders, around our national leader, around our world leader, President Trump, and around our spiritual leaders, Rabbi Osman, and around our total leader, altogether leader, Pastor Burns. And somebody says, and I think Malcolm Luther King, that you quote so often, said it too, it's attributed to many people, all that evil needs to win is to have a lot of good people do nothing about it. And it's a leader who's going to say, no, stop. It's not going to go through me. You're not going to go through while we're on the watch, right? But give me an amen. Give me an amen, Pastor. Give me an amen. I'm going to be a black preacher doing that.
Yes, you are. We all do.
And as a slave, Ukrainian recruit, soldier slave as well, but a very talented poet, a very famous poet, and an artist, Taras Shevchenko, said, fight and you shall win. Fight and you'll be successful, and we're going to fight. Yes. We're going to fight. We're going to rally around the people who are going to be, and I'm very, very proud that I can stay shoulder to shoulder, back to back, with Pastor Burns, with President Trump, fighting that evil. Unfortunately, Pastor, I cannot fight any longer the way I used to do. I cannot hold a weapon in my hands anymore. But you give me another weapon. You give me a spiritual weapon. So I want to return the favor. I want to return the favor. I want to present you with my weapon. Unfortunately, I couldn't. I almost got arrested because our Capitol police told me I cannot bring a weapon into this building, so my friend smuggled just the sheath. But this is a Ukrainian Cossack saber. That is actually our Marine saber. You can look it up. Is similar to it. Hurrah! Exactly. And when I'm going to salute the good pastor, and I'm going to present that with him, I want you all give me a hoorah. Okay. You want to drop down your face and give me 20? Come on! Give me a hoorah!
Your prayers. I want you to pray for Brother Gary here because he's been considered for the next U.S. ambassador to Ukraine. So let's keep him in prayer. Amen. Let's keep him in prayer.